on love.
I'm fucking stoned.
You're holding this stick now. Wow, okay.
Wakanda forever, baby. I said that already.
Oh my god, I'm scared. Oh my god. Oh.
How old are you?
I'm 37 and my heart rate was at like 170.
My name's Mercedes. I think a guy should conversation with my cat.
That happens. I've done that.
Where did you come from? Why? Hey guys.
Hi, Brian.
We just do a little rock. Yeah.
A hat.
Okay.
On love.
So what's the title of this video? What's the video about?
It's basically a dating video where people are getting high and, you know, kind of those Sidemen team videos.
I like the idea of having like a credit scene. So like this that our full screen worked really well. But here like it didn't fit the theme at all because it just felt like it's some like wildlife, like we're in a forest with like the random plants. It didn't seem like high on love. I would make it more love themed because even if we add like the marijuana, just like make it all marijuana, it still would be kind of confusing. It would look like a forest. So first of all, like remove all of these plants and then make the background pink. For the text, typography wise, these two words are super important. This is just a filler word. On. A better way to show high on love or like to type it out is to have high like super big and super stylish, high and have it like super big, and then on have it like super small like this, something like stylish like that, and having the on way smaller. So right now we're making like a game show scene, so basically like the text has to look cool. Having all words the same size, it looks like a subtitle. It doesn't look like a game show scene, like introduction. I don't know, over here you put like the marijuana plant over here. Maybe you put it over here. You might put it like laying on the edge over here, so there's like a marijuana plant over here. On the side of love, again like make this a heart. Make some hearts like coming out of it, stuff like this. This would have made like the introduction scene way cooler. After making the text super cool, the background should be pink, okay? And these plants should be hearts as well. And then you could also experiment with some like emojis or faces of people being high because like the marijuana plant might not be enough. After that we have a lot of like small animations. Could you have like changed the composition? Because right now like she is looking over here, okay? When someone is looking to one side, you put them on the other side. She should have been over here because she's looking there. This is how the rule stars work. Did you have the footage? Were you able to move her there?
No, this is not a zoom, this is not an adjustment layer, it's from the original footage I downloaded.
In that case I would zoom in like this, perhaps. The problem is that like it was kind of confusing. So why did you make it like low frame rate? I'd imagine she was spinning the stick, right?
Yes.
If you look at the frames, let's see the frames one by one. Like we don't see any spinning. Where's the stick spinning? There's none. Like at least you don't see any stick right here. That was mistake number one. Mistake number two is also like everything is being highlighted. Here, it's not being highlighted at all. So like when this happened, I looked here, here, here. I didn't look at her. Ideally, you wouldn't include these other people instead of like the coloring, or you would make them like a different color. That way she stands out more. And with the like lines in the background, you'd make the lines like go towards her. If you could find a green screen that had the lines going towards her, that would have made it look way better. So that might be a problem. So I would experiment with changing hair color as long as like removing or change the colors of the people in the background. That would take some experimenting, but like if you just remove the people in the background, that would like fix most of it.
So there are two options. Option one is to use 3 colors and option 2 is to remove the background girls.
Yeah, exactly. So you could make their colors like darker so they like fit in with the background, like like a shade around here, like this color shade, like something like that. That way they fit in with the background, and make hairs like way brighter. Or you could just remove them. Doesn't matter that much. I would keep them and just changing their colors. That's what I would do personally, but both work.
What about the frame rate?
Yeah, the frame rate, of course, like you fix it. Because right now, like we cannot see the stick moving at all. 37 years old, like that's not how age works. You don't just keep getting like taller and taller with age, so that animation doesn't make sense.
I have another idea.
Like just
make her old, yeah.
Yeah, just give her like wrinkles and stuff. Okay, so let's look at this animation for example.
Conversation with my cat.
That happens. I've done that.
This
Where
one.
did you come
Like yeah, like what is this supposed to show? Like here, you made her like heart, like you made her beat instead of her heart. I would like just add a small heart.
I tried to center it on the chest.
just add an image of a heart on top of her, like where her heart should be, and make that be, but like maybe give it different face. By the time that this video goes live, there would only be 24 hours until tier 1 Editors closes for another couple of months. And whenever it comes back, it will be more expensive. By the time of recording this video, there's only one spot remaining, which is gonna get filled either way. But if you'd like to reach 3, 5, 8k per month in 90 days, using proven systems of remaking your Twitter, remaking your portfolio, improving your editing, and sending unreasonable amounts of outreach completely automated, that way it's impossible that you don't land high-paying clients, then click the link in the description, we'll talk one-to-one, and if it looks like a fit, you'd be one of the 16 editors I'm taking on for the next 90 days, where my goal is to make it impossible for any of them not to succeed. Again, by the time that this video goes live, it's 24 hours until the program closes, so click the link in the description and let's talk one-to-one. So, it's just super cool, like I'm actually impressed. But it will never be used in a video ever. I imagine this is not from a real video, because I cannot imagine a real video on YouTube where they're trying to keep the attention of the viewer when they're talking about having Steve as a Superman flying through the sky with blocks and portals coming on him, and he travels from the nether, like from the overworld to the nether to again the overworld. There's two parts to making animations. There's thinking of them and making them. Right now we know how to make them. You don't know how to think of them. You cannot like get footage and like think of the perfect animations that will be retention worthy and like the YouTuber will love. So you want to make like, you want to execute more, you want to have like practice edits and like show off your skill more. Like that's not a constraint right now, so it's not what's stopping you from making more money. If you keep trying to like execute more and you keep just making practice edits and practice edits, you're never gonna improve your ideation for the animations. To improve it, you need to actually like, do a re-edit and use like an actual YouTube video. So like it will be more comfortable, like it will be easier for you to like do more like practice edits. You need to like confront ideation, confront like not being able to make animations on a real video, because eventually you're gonna have to make animations on a real video, and it's better to confront it right now than to confront it with someone who already paid you money. So the only edits, like if you're able to do this level of animations on a re-edit in a context that actually makes sense, you will make money. Like you get the execution down, like you know how to use Premiere. You just need to also learn how to make YouTube videos.
There is a new pet in town, the golden goose, and we are going to be hatching the world's first today. Behind me is the brand new Beanstalk event. There's also a bunch of new pets as well. Along with that as well, there is a brand new most rarest pet in the game, and it's 1% chance of attaining.
The first things that he did, right? This a blocks fruit video, okay? And this is the intro. Now for the intro, what we do is we want to confirm the click. Like Mr. P says, we want to confirm the click. That we do it with either footage or we do it with animations so realistic that they basically pass as footage. So the first thing he did is that the ground is grow a garden ground. The sky is grow a garden sky, and the sun looks grow a gardenish. After that, here, same thing, grow a garden, literally the garden. First thing he did wrong is that it's still. So right now there's no handheld shake. Like honestly, the stillness, some people said like some elements are static, there's not enough movement. Like elements are kind of moving, they're popping in one at a time, but there was no handheld shake. A handheld shake would have made this like 50% better already. So yeah, you're supposed to add it to the fourth scene in this section. The umbrella basically like, it didn't have like an actual transition, it just like jumped in like that, super randomly. So that doesn't look good. It can't happen like all too quickly. I would delete the duck coming in by like half a second. So like everything comes in and then the duck like just a bit more delayed. And the background, of course, like it shouldn't be black. If it's a black background, then just put the sky. Like the sky doesn't have to come down. The sky can be there and then the ground comes up. That way you have parallax and you get like the elements coming in from one at a time. Which boys, by the way, the reason that you make elements come in one at a time, the reason that you don't just start with the first scene there, is two reasons. First of all, we want to show that all of these images, like we want to show them one by one so it's easier to process. Second reason is we want to show that this scene is basically animated and there's no movement between elements, then it feels like a background image. The way that we show it's not an image, it's a cool background animation, is we add like the elements, add them one by one. But nonetheless, the sky should have been there. Third thing, shadows. Here, we have some shadows here, some shadows here, and some shadows here. Each one of these shadows has a different problem. They all got wrong. This one is facing this direction. Like the reason that we make like the shadows, make the lighting and make everything, so it looks like a scene, looks like an animation. Right now it looks like images on top of an image. And that looks low quality and that isn't the type of animations that YouTubers pay thousands and hundreds for. So we try to make the shadows as realistic as possible so the scene just like subconsciously looks like a high quality scene. So first issue, all shadows from the same direction, which is facing away from the sun. Second issue, the shadows are too blurry and not visible enough. So right now, because it's only the sun, the shadows should be like quite sharp. Like when there's only one light source, if I enabled my flashlight right now, like this, and put this, like my hand right in front of the flashlight, you guys can see like the shadow is super firm. Here it's too blurry and not visible enough. And same to this one over here. It's angle, distance, and blurriness. So, angle, this angle is fucked up. Blurriness, this blurriness is fucked up. The third one is the distance. So right now, how the shadow of this umbrella should look like is there should be like a stick, because the stick still has a shadow, and then it goes like this, like whatever umbrella. Right now there's a distance. That distance basically, like for this to be like an actual shadow, it would be a floating object in the sky, but the umbrella touches the ground. Therefore, the shadow should start in the ground.
Welcome to Color Theory, a server where each member is assigned a color and can only use items that contain that color. This includes everything, from beds to the craft. If it doesn't have your color, you can't use it.
I was thinking of an animation that has like a 4-scale animation, just shows like the different themes and different items. So right now, instead of having like a sky background, we could have easily just like shown different themes, shown like different colors like this, separated. Green, blue, orange, purple. Right now, like this is complicated and it's gonna be hard to do, but it's gonna be equally as hard as the sky. But the difference is this one is related to the video, and when people see it, they're like gonna be like, oh my god, it's such a creative way to do it. So what I was thinking is that like we start on a UI like you guys said, and he clicks on it. After he clicks on it, from the mouse, basically like the separation of the colors come from. So like a group of like green, orange, purple, whatever, like gets separated, and we go to the 4-scale scene. As the groups pull up, we first of all shows that they're teams. So like after like we have separated two colors, first thing we show like a guy and type like team 1, and then we do the same in this side, and we show like the different teams separated by their colors. What we do is we zoom into one of them, and as he explains, like, and each color needs to use their items of the same color. So we zoom into the green one. We show like the green items just like we did here, but right now we're gonna have like a bigger space to do it, and it's like a 4-scale animation, and it's like it has so much potential to make it like perfect and add shadows and add lighting and make it look smooth. And we show the items like with this theme, like here it's gonna be the theme text. That now has explained both meanings and underlying meanings. We show the items instead of the same color. Explanation. The lines show that they're also against each other, so it's an underlying meaning. We also show that like the team has all access to the same items. That's an underlying meaning.